Hello there, guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Spit Talk podcast. My name is Jan.
My name is Aaron.
And I'm Kyle.
And hi, how is
Hi.
everyone today?
It's
Look
good.
at this.
Good.
I know,
episode.
really. Another episode down. We're getting to our goal. We're
Is
getting.
this 5? I think we
24.
should keep track. Is this
Yeah,
the
so-
episode of the year?
Yeah, 24. So think of 24 as season 2, episode 4. That's how I'm keeping
Yeah.
track. So we're in
Nice.
episode 24. We're technically like season 2, yeah. In a sense.
You know, I should rebrand that on the on Anchor. Anyways, whatever. Hey guys, thanks for listening in. I mean, no one's here live yet, but we're hoping some people will chime in. Thank you so much for the.
They all come in an hour after we start talking.
I know.
And then,
so
we,
we're just
and then we
gonna-
have to talk another hour because they're there.
I know. So we're just gonna talk some random stuff today. No agenda really. We're just really gonna for the
I mean,
most
the
part,
past
just
the
talk
past
about.
the past 3 episodes we had no agenda whatsoever. So
This is true. I mean, we did have a semi of an agenda. I mean, we played that game. We played Smash or Pass. We did. We
yeah.
had an agenda, but we're not today. We're just gonna just chill, talk about what we've watched. Pretty much just do whatever. I mean, we could bring up anything really. We have a viewer. Is it any one of us? Never mind. They're
No.
gone.
nope. But
Okay. Well, whoever that is, thank you. Anyways, all right.
A viewer, is it any one of us?
Well, what was
right.
that? Okay.
no.
Thanks for checking in. All right. So, what do we want to start with? I mean, I know we kind of talked about Boba Fett last week. So, do we want to talk about the next episode that came out here today? Or
Yeah,
do we wanna
we can just kind of.
I wanna
Okay.
ask Jan something first. So I know Jan told me he went to watch Gabriel Iglesias, right? Or Gabriel.
Yeah,
last name,
dude.
right?
Oh, you saw him
Yeah.
live?
Yeah. So
yeah,
how-
he came
how-
here live.
Yeah. So how was it like watching a person live?
It was really funny, man. It was really cool because he was apparently some shows got canceled, because of Omicron or whatever, and then he was saying this was literally his first show for the year, and he was just kind of joking around about there was a lot of jokes about COVID, but it was all in good taste, and it was actually really fun. And I feel like he went, or he did go over the time, because I think he was scheduled for 2 hours, but and when he just kept talking at the end, and he was like, I'm already the show's already supposed to be done, and then he showed the clock. He's like, this clock is broken, so I don't even know how long I've been here, and he's literally just chilling up front. So we were there till I felt like it should have ended around 10 or something like that, but we got out by 11:30 because he was just there, and he even brought up Patron, just chilling. He was just literally drinking and chilling with the crowd. It was pretty cool. But yeah, it was
That's
really
cool.
fun. Yeah, I liked watching him. Lane and I had a good time, and her cousin. Yeah, we just all chilled, and it was really cool. Yeah, guys. So, anyways,
Yeah,
That
that's
was
one of
that.
the things I've been wanting to do is see a comedy stand up in person.
But I wonder,
Yeah.
is it different than watching a Netflix show, or based on your judgment, Jan?
well, I was kind of hoping when we watched, I kind of felt and there, I was hopefully the jokes are fresh and they're new, and for the most part, there's stuff that I haven't heard yet.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I think he mentioned something about doing another special, so he should probably have one soon. And I'm guessing some of these jokes are gonna be at that special that he has on Netflix again or something like that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still because he's just coming back. He hasn't been on tour for a while, I think. So yeah, but it's really fun though. I mean, if you guys have the chance to see a comedian in live, it's actually pretty fun. And, just chilling and joking around and all that. And Joker was just here actually I want to say a couple weeks ago, and I didn't get to go because it was kind of too late to buy tickets for those. But yeah, I'm just glad I got to go to this Gabriel Iglesias zone. So
Yeah, Joker was also here in San Jose December, I think, but we just didn't plan it out.
yeah, man, I want to see him too. There's a few I want to see live. Obviously, I didn't know Gabriel Iglesias was coming. It was kind of a last minute thing. Oh yeah, I'll go, sure. Yeah. And it was fun. It was really fun. So
And you're the next thing you're going to do is the WWE.
Fuck yeah, I am, dude.
You need to make a sign. Please make a sign. You have to make a sign. You have to make a poster board sign.
Like, what sign am I gonna do? I know we want to buy shirts. I'm gonna buy a couple shirts and then like.
Oh yeah, no. So just plug our Spit Talk podcast. Like, just draw the icon.
Just put
and then
at the Spit Talk podcast.
Yeah, and then just be like.
Okay, bet. I'll try to do that. I'll see if I can do that. Yeah.
Dude, imagine. Bet. I mean, you know,
Roman Reigns, follow us. At Spit Talk podcast. Dude, we'll shout you out.
If there's pictures and stuff, and you just see that sign in the
back, no, exactly.
I feel like we made it because it's not like a televised event or anything. But if
you mean you've made it? You mean you've made it in the WrestleMania?
I've made it. Our podcast will at least get some viewers, I would hope. Anyways, yeah, man, it's pretty fun. Good stuff.
This podcast better not be turned into a Monday Night Raw review. What do you guys think of the matches? Like, oh my god.
No. Yeah, well, let's just talk Boba Fett. Let's move on from there. And I want to know what you guys thought about the show or about the episode in general. Because, you know, like last week, we kind of all had mixed reviews, or I had a mixed review from you guys. So I just want to know what you guys thought about it in general, and then I can kind of just go off that. And
so I felt like, Aaron, you can go ahead.
Okay, this is my joke. So as soon as it played, then I saw a flashback. I was like, fuck, Jan's gonna get mad. I was like, oh man, another flashback. I thought we were done with this. For at least Jan, that's what I thought Jan was gonna say.
I told you that those flashbacks are staying. Like every time he goes into the tank, every single time. Like there's not gonna be one episode where he doesn't go to sleep because he has to go back to his tank.
Man.
Oh, you know what's crazy? When I was watching it, remember when I forgot what the pig soldiers are. Remember how when he got attacked and then he's like, put him in the tank. But like, what if they put him in the tank and we see a flashback of him, like from the Warriors, the pig perspective? Like that'd be so fucking
it's
insane.
It's his brother that got eaten by the Rancor.
Yeah.
When Luke invaded.
Oh God. I don't. Did you guys like the episode?
I mean, it's kind of like it was kind of a cliffhanger because at this point you don't really know where it's supposed to go now. I mean, there's the whole there's definitely a war gonna be happening, but it's just you don't know which sides are gonna be on it. You don't know where it's going. You don't even know where the war is gonna be about aside from territorial stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, for sure. Aaron, what about you? Did you like anything? Did you like that?
Well, I did. I think I did predict that there was going to be a retaliation, so we did see that.
Yeah.
But I think overall now, I feel like the Hutts are gone, and it's just going to be Boba versus the mayor in a sense. For the most part, but I think you have it in the right ballpark where it's just another episode. But again, I do like the hints that it gives us. So episode 2 we got a black Wookiee, and this episode we got a baby Rancor. So I was like, I'm pretty impressed by that.
Yeah, I'm so close to just stopping watching, honestly.
What?
I don't. Yeah, I'm not. It's not it's kind of I don't know if it's Robert Rodriguez is directing or not because he directed this one again.
Yeah, the second episode was the best one, and it wasn't him.
And that's why Machete was here too. So
I noticed him. I was like, why is he here? And I'm like, I guess.
Really threw me off. I know I was laughing. I was like, it really threw me off, and. I don't know. Something feels off about this whole show. It's not the best thing, and I don't know. I'm not really super into it right now. I'm not digging the whole. I'm digging parts of the story, but at the same time, it's kind of not grabbing me in a way that I wanted it to. And that whole storyline with the cyberpunk people, with the. The whatever mechanical parts or whatever, it's not doing it for me. And it was kind of cheesy, the whole chase with them at the end or whenever. It was I don't know, dude. There's something weird about the show that I'm not digging. I don't like it. I wanted to like it. I really want to like it.
Could you blame Rodriguez or should you blame Jon Favreau? Because he wrote it.
I don't know, because the thing about the show right now is it feels a little off in terms of his character in a way. Like Boba, like
so
the fact that we're peeling layers from Boba, and it's kind of like I don't know if I want to know anything about him like this. Like it's kind of like taking away from what we know about him, and the fact that he's kind of like softening up to that rancor. I mean, it's a fucking rancor, but like just the fact that we're seeing that from him, and it's kind of weird for me. I don't know. I'm just not. I'm really not into it right now.
Yeah, so like I was talking to my buddy Jarrell, and like my cousin came over, like, oh, like were you guys watching this and that, and like yeah, we just like bring up a lot of stuff, but like they were also talking about, like, they have this theory just because like we were like, the episode kind of sucked, or it was like kind of bland, and in terms of like Boba's character development, like within the universe, like in a sense, like the Mandalorian is like the badass, like he's definitely like the better like figure against like him and like Boba Fett. So like in how they're like putting Boba Fett now is kind of like hey, we have Mandalorian who's like this like fucking super badass and like super not anonymous, but like he's like very secretive and stuff. And then you have Boba Fett, which is like a semi familiar character, but then you're easing a different like generation of like hey, go look at Boba Fett. He appeared in like older shows, but now he's like this kind of like person, as opposed to like building this character that's like just super badass and like a lot actiony. Because like they are kind of like building different aspects of like characters and like developing them. So like we might not be just used to it, because like for us, like we grew up, we always thought Boba Fett, like, oh shit, Boba Fett's here. It's like shit's about to go down. But like you're watching the series and you just realize like he's turning into this like very soft spoken and like very humble like person. And then you can't like relay that same image like to how we saw him before. But like especially for people, it's more so like the market now. Like it's hard to like appease like both sides, like the ones that grew up with him and then the ones that you're like trying to get hooked onto the show. So, but I'm pretty open to it, to be honest. Like I'll keep watching it. We'll see how like the first season goes, and then who knows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think it's the mask. If he just wears the mask more, maybe like we'll have a different perception on him. Because I remember last episode when we were talking about the second episode, it was like, dude, he keeps taking off his mask, and that's the side we don't want to see. Like what you pointed out, that's the soft side, in a sense. So imagine if he delivered the line with the mask on, and he says like, "I want to ride the Rancor," and you hear like the echo change, or like something like that would have made a more menacing, like, or cool role rather than "I want to ride it like a horse,"
I really don't think they're trying to make him cool.
But that's the thing why we're drawn to him, was because he's cool. And
he was cool because like no one knew about him, Or now it's like we're peeling the layers.
That's what I meant. It's kind of like we're peeling the layers, and I don't know if I'm liking what I'm seeing about him, because there was a sense of, there's an aura about him that everyone just loved. He fucking grew a fan base from showing up in the original trilogy for like what, a good 10
and a
minutes,
Christmas
to be
special.
Honest. And sure, a Christmas special or whatever. So the fact that we're kind of like seeing more of him, it's not that it's bad, it's just not. I don't know what I was really expecting, and it sucks because like I honestly really want to love the show. I mean, it's not like I'm gutting to hate it or anything like that. It's just, it's fucking Boba Fett, for Christ's sakes. And the weirdest thing is, when you mentioned the Mandalorian thing, I thought he's looked super fucking badass next to the Mandalorian when he had the scenes together, when they had all that fight scenes. He was clearly stealing the show there, but there's something about this
I kind of disagree with you on that. I think the Mandalorian was still more badass. I know it's the whole image of like, hey, it's Boba Fett. Like, we haven't seen him in ages, and the few times he appeared on screen, it was like big, But I just felt like
that moment when he first showed up with the suit.
Yeah, what he did
when he first shows up in the suit. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, with the suit.
So I think with that, like going off what Jan is saying, that aura that he brings. If you notice in the episode, like the people don't respect that aura. Like they forget he's like the legend Boba Fett. Like people are just like shutting him away, and that kind of brings out that softness that like you pointed out again, which is hard to, like, I guess, take in because we've known him as like, oh, he's the legendary outlaw like Boba Fett, and like why isn't his reputation as it was before, in a sense, you know?
Okay, I see. Are you saying like how, like, remember watching Arrow, and then how like people started figuring out who he was, but then like people stopped caring about who Arrow was until he put on the mask. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like
necessarily
not in the
know.
same sense, but like I just like it just came into mind.
I really don't know, to be quite honest. I just feel something really feels off about this show and the way that it's being portrayed. It's not the most grabbing thing. Some aspects definitely. The fact that he's like kind of like a godfather figure. If they focused their attention and their aspects of the show from that, like just making it like this whole mafia godfather thing, because I know, yeah, sure, he's not a fucking bounty hunter anymore, but if they focused everything, like they go 100% in on that, and just like kind of like take away some aspects of the show where they like kind of peel the layers back from Boba, where they kind of show him and I don't know. Like I think it would have been much cooler. I really don't know why.
So let me ask you this: if you want to learn about Boba Fett as a character, how many seasons would you want? Fully explain him. Because like with the progression of the show, you know what I mean? Where like like Mando's getting renewed, and like you never know. Like they might just cancel this and just keep it as is, and just kind of like, but like in terms of like how you want to see it, and like how. Like, hey, what's his backstory as a child or whatever and whatnot? Like, we don't know how much they can like put into this, and like they're probably like trying to draw it out to see like how much interest it's gonna gain. So,
I mean,
like I said,
the
like
fact that
how
they
many
even
seasons?
The fact that they even showed him a lot in the prequels, and that kind of just ruined it. But even though it's the prequel, so it's kind of like we don't really take that too much into like, in terms of.
But it's in the show too, like the.
No, I'm sorry. Like, let me just try to explain. I feel like. He would be better off just as a side character if they kept him in The Mandalorian as a character and not like the focal point of this one whole show. I mean, to be honest, I was just really excited for the show, and I wanted to see where it went, but I'm just personally not loving where it's going. So like obviously in hindsight, like looking back, I'm like, yeah, they probably should have just kept him in The Mandalorian as a character. It would have kept him this cool character that I know and love from before, and I wouldn't be hating it as much. I just really don't know why I'm not grabbed onto this. Like it's really frustrating to me, And it's something I really want to love, but I just can't. I'm not gonna like fake it or anything like that. It feels weird. It just really feels weird. Or yeah, I don't know, but
Yeah. That's understandable. I think for me, like I don't hate it, and it's an okay show. But I do agree with Jan of like how he should be more in the Mandalorian world. So I guess where my mind is at right now is I want this to be like just a season 1, kind of like WandaVision, where I feel like he'll get what he wants. So I want Boba, to be the whatever the Jabba guy, whatever the boss basically, right? The boss of his area. Yeah. Then like he can totally use that when he's in Mandalore. So
is it kind of like a redemption arc season?
In a sense,
in a way,
and it just stays there. Like we just need it to stay
that.
there, and it doesn't need to go anywhere because like we don't need to expand the story because of that. Then like if the Mandalorian ever wants to pull him out again, then sure, go pull him out, because you already seen him with the 3 episodes that like, oh, like sure, I can relieve my duties as a boss and I'll go help you out or something.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah, no, like don't get me wrong, some stuff really is cool though, like his relationship with Mulan. I forgot her character's name.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. His relationship with her, and like his overall vibe when he's like being like a mob boss in a way, but just the overall show, it's kind of like I'm super close to giving up, or I don't know if I have already given up, to be quite honest with you, but I'm already kind of there, and it's kind of sad because it's Boba Fett and it's fucking Star Wars, for Christ's sakes, and it's kind of like at that point again where I got to in the sequel trilogy where I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I gave up. And Mandalorian is the one that kind of brought me back, and now it's kind of like I'm just waiting. I'm really just waiting for Mandalorian.
set low expectations for Obi-Wan then.
I'm
no,
hoping
that one,
that's good.
Dude, that one's gonna be fucking fire.
Yeah, I mean, you got what's his name back as Obi-Wan?
Yeah, Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor.
and-
And they're
And,
bringing back Hayden
Christian,
Christensen as Vader, I think. I don't fucking know what's going on there, but he's back, so I'm hoping it's good. Like I said, I'm not gutting to hate these things. I'm just like, it's just not doing it for me, you know what I mean? Hey Gino, what's up? Thanks for watching, man. I see your comment here. Thank you for
And
viewing
emoji,
us.
fire emoji.
But I feel like with these Star Wars stories, like I love them, and I think most of I love them. But you know, like what Louis said, sometimes it's okay. Sometimes like me and you, we prefer the, you know, like him going in the past rather than in the present kind of thing. Like I like those moments too. But for the most part, I feel like nostalgia is just getting me with, you know, like anything Star Wars in general. So that's probably why like I'll give it a shot and just keep going with it.
Gino says, "Do you guys plan your outfits?" No, we don't. Actually, I don't know why. Yeah, we're all wearing long sleeve or something like that, navy blue. But
It's just a go-to choice.
It's
Because
just-
we're,
it's
at
just-
home.
it just happened. I don't know.
He's saying that because
Anyways.
he's also wearing the same thing right now.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
So,
I'm hoping
yeah.
it's good. I'm hoping it's really good. But that's that. I kind of want to move on from there. You know, it's kind of just making me sad, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, let's just stop
well-
talking about Boba Fett if it's gonna make you more sad.
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to not like it, but I don't like it right now. It's kind of annoying to me. It's really annoying because, you know, it's fucking Boba Fett, for Christ's sakes. But yeah, let's move on. I don't really know where to go from it. Do you guys have anything you want to bring up?
So don't expect us to talk about Boba Fett next episode, guys. It's gonna make Jan more sad. Okay, I'm just letting you guys know now. That's what he's
Just
pitching
don't
out.
bring it up. I'm just kidding. But yeah. Anyways, next topic, please. Let's move on from this shit. Let's. What do we want to bring? I mean,
I know.
Aaron's-
Yeah, Peacemaker came out. So if you guys want to talk about Peacemaker, 3 episodes came out for those that are on HBO Max. And I know Kyle. We talked about it before we started. Like he never watched it, so we're gonna try. to
it's fine.
entice him.
I'm fine. Yeah.
We'll try to entice him with what we say and try not to spoil it.
just
on what you see.
we will try not to spoil it.
So
Yeah,
for
I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, you spoiled it. Like, I'm in it for the ride. So if
Well,
something
we're gonna
like
be-
you know, just
we're
don't give
gonna
me
be
like key
careful here.
things.
Since we're gonna talk about something we've watched and you haven't, we're gonna ask you about something you're watching that we haven't yet. So I expect the
spooky.
same.
Yeah.
I expect the same. I expect the same outcome here, where you don't accidentally spoil anything again, Cal. Because, you know, remember the free guy situation. I don't want another free guy situation later. Okay. Anyways, yeah, Peacemaker, man. What did you think, Aaron? Did you like it? Are you finished with all 3 episodes, or?
Yeah, I just finished the 3rd one today with my brother. We actually do like it. I guess the best way to put it is Deadpool meets like Rick and Morty, and that's Peacemaker.
Really,
That's how I see it.
really.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
I feel-
I can see it. Okay, interesting.
It's James Gunn doing James Gunn things.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
At a
That makes
level
sense.
that he's at a level that he's
That
But
he's
it's a-
comfortable.
it's a show.
He's
It's
like
a show.
super comfortable with. Like that's his level. Like if you know his stuff, like movie wise, like that's his level. So I was so surprised that he did Guardians and made it like PG-13 with the things
That's
that
what
he
I mean.
does. I was
Exactly.
like, whoa.
Dude,
That's
no,
what I
so the
meant.
thing too is like I think like what HBO's. I feel like HBO shows are pretty flexible on those kind of things.
Yeah,
No,
they
definitely.
are.
Like HBO as like an enterprise, it's like, hey, like the shows that they put out, they're good because like there's this level of like, there's just like undisclosed level of like, yeah, you can put whatever kind of thing, but just keep it like, make sure it's tasteful kind of thing.
Oh no,
Interesting.
this isn't tasteful at all. Like, there's some things here that's kind of crazy and like balls to the wall, but like, it's James
That's the
Gunn
Rick and
doing,
Morty.
like,
That's the Rick and Morty part. I'm excited.
that
Like,
he's
you see.
he's free to do whatever he wants, and it's in a full show. The first three episodes were all directed by him.
Okay.
And just the opening credits alone, I don't want to say anything. You probably have seen it already somewhere, anywhere, but
yeah.
it's
Saw
like
it
one of the coolest things ever I've seen in the show in a while. And it's really, really interesting that the way that they do that opening. I don't really want to spoil it. I mean, if you've heard of it, then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, Aaron knows definitely what I'm talking about. It's one of those intros where I don't skip it because I'm
okay with one.
I'm so excited. No, every episode, like, you know, like I was like, oh fuck yeah, let me see that stupid intro again, you know. And then it's fucking funny and it's really good, dude. I feel like Kyle will dig it as well, like just the overall vibe of the show.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else to say. I mean, John Cena's super good.
Yeah, for sure. Like John Cena totally like matches that role for like or whoever Peacemaker is, but like he makes Peacemaker. If Peacemaker was another person,
Fun to watch.
like like he's Peacemaker. Like you can't like recast that shit. Like he makes Peacemaker badass. But anyways, I felt like each episode like intensifies more. So like if you want like a James Gunn scale, like episode 1 is like 50% of him. Then like episode 2 like just went up to like 80%. Then like episode 3 like probably like 100 right now.
Yeah, and then next episode like 150. It just keeps going.
Yeah, it's friggin' no for real though. Like it's pretty intense. Like what's going on, and I feel like Jan likes it more because it has that whodunit aspect going on with it.
Okay.
So
there is an air like
Go ahead.
Sorry, no. I just want to say, like, there's like every episode, there's always something that gets revealed, kind of thing, and it just leads you into the next episode wanting to know what's happening or what's going on, because there's some pretty crazy stuff here that I didn't even realize was gonna happen or was gonna show up in the show, and it's kind of really out there, but you just gotta like accept it, and you know, it's the fact that James Gunn can handle that kind of stuff and make it seem plausible. And make it seem he just makes it work, you know, and it's really good in the way that he does it here. A lot of the characters really work. And definitely
shout outs to WhatsApp.
Shout outs to WhatsApp. No, for real. Oh my god, that one scene in Kyle, when you do watch it, just like think about like we're just gonna say watch out for the WhatsApp joke, and you'll probably like laugh as well too.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of these jokes that they kind of go on for like they'll have a conversation about something for like 5 minutes, and it's still going, but it's kind of funny. It's super funny actually. And there's like a thing. There's
I just feel like that's basically the Rick and Morty part of it. Like, you know how like for me a Rick and Morty episode, sometimes it plays on that joke forever. So like kind of like the Pickle Rick thing, like it just plays on it. So like that's basically these episodes. They'll just play on the joke a lot.
Okay. So, should be a fun watch, I guess.
It is. I feel like you'll definitely dig it. And you know, like John Cena, like I feel like movie wise or whatever he is, blockbuster wise, he isn't quite there. He wasn't quite there yet in terms of like The Rock or like I would say even Dave Bautista. Like he's kind of like, you know, like he has some good stuff. He's hit or miss. Like he wasn't really like, you know, but in this one, I feel like James Gunn kind of like knew what his strengths were. It's the same thing what he did with Drax or like, you know, Bautista and the Guardians. He kind of just played to his strengths and he just made it like work for him. And it really works. Like he's like the leading man in this thing, and you know you can't take your eyes off the guy. And all the characters really mesh well together. They all have great chemistry. I'm really digging the whole vibe with everyone. So it's just really fun, man. It's been a while since a show like this came out, so I'm really digging it.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you know, like everything that Jan is saying. Like everything is like meshing well, and I hope like John Cena. Sorry about that. I hope John Cena like you know like keeps playing this character because it's such a fun character, and like James Gunn really did a good job at like making obscure characters like work in his favor. like what Jan said, it's like amazing to see.
Definitely. Oh, and dude, the CGI for the show, like, because he has a pet eagle, and like it looks so fucking intense, dude. Like it looks so real. Like there's some moments where you think it's an actual eagle, but it's CGI.
Yeah.
It's fucking CGI, and
It's
it looks pretty
like
good.
high. It's like movie quality, like CGI. But
Yeah,
you know
I
what's
like
so
the-
interesting
yeah.
that I found out about John Cena? I hear like I don't know if it's true. This is what TikTok says, but I hear that some of his paycheck goes to WWE. Like his name, John Cena, is owned
Well,
by
yeah.
WWE.
WWE owns the name. It's
That's
trademarked.
crazy.
Yeah. Why do you think Dwayne Johnson just goes by Dwayne Johnson now when it goes to the movies? Because they own the name The Rock. You know.
Well, I mean,
So
that kind of.
But he doesn't need all that money, does he? I mean, if
No,
he would probably
yeah.
gladly like. I think he talked about it once in a show. Like he was okay with WWE owning his name. I think he
Yeah.
talked about it somewhere. It might have been the Rich Eisen show or something. I don't remember which show he talked about it. Where yeah, he's just saying like the WWE owns his name, so like everything that he does, pretty much some money goes to them, kind of thing. But it's fine. It's whatever.
I just
He's a
I
rich
just
ass
just
dude.
thought it was pretty interesting.
I just
to
wikied
know
his
that
full
fact.
name, and it's John Felix Anthony Cena Jr. So unless you want to say that instead,
So he can go as Felix Anthony Cena. Felix Anthony
Felix
Cena.
Anthony Cena.
Or
Exactly.
his next big role.
JFAC. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So yeah, I'll definitely take a look at it after I finish
Yeah.
the show I'm watching.
So,
Which
we could-
is?
we could- what-
Ah,
we could
speaking. So
talk about the show that you're
segue into it.
watching.
Well, no, because I was gonna ask you about something else, but because I can kind of.
Okay, go ahead.
I
Go,
can't
go
really.
ahead and ask, and then we'll go on to your show. And then
Okay.
we'll move on to-
Yeah. So, what'd you think about the Jaden?
Oh,
the Jaden tweet.
Oh.
Twitter.
Yeah,
Get into it.
the Jaden tweet. Thoughts?
I don't know, man.
I don't know if it's kind of. I don't know if he's just having fun or like but like that kind of stirred up a lot of cogs just kind of like started like turning, So
I mean, Jaden always tweets. Remember?
Yeah, random shit.
He's been infamous for his tweets, to be quite honest. And I don't know. He'd be an interesting choice. I tell you that. I mean, it's Jaden Smith. I mean, what else can you get from the guy? He has his father's like. He just like he has the chops,
aura.
to be quite honest.
It's the aura.
Yeah, he has the chops to be a good actor. I mean, he was great in the what did we watch him in? The Karate Kid. Is that the only thing we saw him in? To be honest,
yeah, but though he was like how old?
he was like what 10 maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
So-
good though. He was really good, and he already did. He did the soundtrack for Miles Morales twice already. So, I mean, we're kind of not mentioning it. Yeah. So he tweeted out basically. He basically put on the mask and he's like, "Where you at? I'm trying to swing by," or something like that. What did he say?
Yeah.
That's
That's
kinda
like,
just-
where you at? Like trying to swing by. It's just him laying down with the Spider-Man mask, and it's
The
like,
Spider-Man mask.
ah,
Yeah, it's kind of like I think I don't know if he's stirring the pot that he wants to play like Miles Morales or something like that. But
yeah. He's just speaking
mean-
it into the universe at that point.
yeah. I'll tell you this: campaigning never works. I've never seen a campaign works where someone tweet like, "Hey, I want to be this guy," except Shang-Chi. He's probably the only guy that I've seen it work.
Really?
But yeah,
Okay.
Aaron, do you have any thoughts on Jaden Smith playing Miles Morales in a Spider-Man movie, possibly?
He's technically like our age, so I feel like he's going for like an older Miles Morales, but
Then
I'd
a
rather
teen
see-
one,
Yeah, I'd rather see a younger one.
like
So
a
younger
fresh
than
teen.
Tom Holland, yeah.
Oh, younger than
Based
Tom
off,
Holland?
No, based off what we got from Spider Verse, like he
Yeah.
was
Okay.
technically like the youngest one. So if I had to go, like they keep saying the Blackish character, Miles, I think, whatever his name is in Blackish. Like there's this one actor, I forget his name, but they're usually saying I think his name is Miles Brown or something. They keep
Miles
putting
Brown.
they keep putting his name on the, like, if they had to go that way, then like, well, sure, I would go younger rather than older.
You know what? I
Okay.
see a picture here. I'm gonna pull it up. Okay, just give me a second here. I do see a resemblance here. I just don't know if he's a good actor. I'm hoping he's a good actor. Let me see.
Start watching Blackish then.
It's crazy
Yeah.
because I knew Miles Brown as a dancer.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, he used to dance as like a little kid.
All right. Do you guys see that?
See, he can fit it.
It's like
He can fit the bill.
It's carbon copy. Straight
yeah,
carbon copy.
He has ways to go. He's only like what 17, I think. That's what I'm
Dude,
seeing here.
the nose, the eyes.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Honestly, whoever they go with, as long as he's a good actor, I don't really care. I mean, did we ever think Toby would be a good Spider-Man back then? He was our Spider-Man, and he was fucking great. And that's
Exactly.
it, to be honest.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm open to whatever. If it's Jaden, if it's Miles, whoever, unknown, like just give him a shot.
Okay.
But honestly, if they do Miles, I would say I don't want him here yet in Tom Holland's world,
True.
because we're just getting Tom Holland.
Oh no,
in this-
100%.
in the
Like,
way-
give it like 5 more years or so.
I'd say I hope 10
Or even
years,
like
man.
10.
Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
like freaking. How would you say they're trying to do everything now? They're like, oh, I
Yeah,
want Andrew Garfield
exactly.
for another movie. I want Toby to come back in this one. Like I'm just getting a lot on my feed saying that like, oh, they're gonna come back for this. They're gonna come back for that. So now they're on this train of like, oh, let's just keep riding this nostalgia train and make money off of it.
Yeah.
You got
That's the case. That's the case for all of us.
Yeah, there's a time
That's
to
the
get
case
off the
for all of
ride.
us. Yeah.
That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, plus I'm saying, like, if spoiler alert for No Way Home, well, not really, but we're finally getting Tom Holland in a way that we've never had him as Spider-Man. And I'm more excited for that possibility than the possibility of Miles Morales going into that world right now.
Because he's mad.
So, yeah. So I'd rather, I mean, if they were to do Andrew Garfield come back, and they do like what Aaron just mentioned, and they try to squeeze him in for after a couple of movies or something there, then I'd probably be more into that, to be honest with you. But anyways, your show.
Okay.
What's,
All right.
what's
So
your show?
yesterday,
let's talk about your show.
actually just started on yesterday. So yeah, like I read about it before the trailer came out, and then I was like, oh, okay. And then I completely forgot about it, but then like it popped up back on like Reddit. And then, because I saw James Wan, and I was like, oh, it's this show. And then, like, I watched the trailer again. I was with Jarl and Josh yesterday, and we were like, oh, what are we going to do tonight? And I was like, hey, you guys want to watch this show? And it's like, it's a horror show. It's by James Wan. Archive 81 on Netflix. And honestly, like, first impressions for me was like, I'm kind of like mind blown by it, like how good it is for a show. Yeah, and then we ended up literally binging it. I stayed up till like 2 o'clock this morning watching it. I still have like 2 more episodes, so trying to finish it.
Damn.
Yeah.
So how many
But-
episodes are in the season?
8.
Okay.
8.
Cool.
Oh, so
Yeah,
it's
so-
it's a longer, like an
Yeah,
hour
it's
long.
yeah, and like each of the episodes are about like an hour. But like long story short, if you guys haven't seen the trailer, it's basically this dude. He restores film. So the setting for the show takes place like early 2000s, where he's like working on like film tapes, VHS stuff, and he's like reviewing and trying to restore video.
Hey,
so
tread
you
lightly,
just-
okay?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm just saying. So
Okay.
That's the premise.
cool.
yeah, that's the
make
premise.
sure
I wasn't gonna go any more than that, but
If I
Yeah,
hear
so
about
that's
an
kinda like the
AI one
baseline.
more time,
Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
everything, Jan. They're
Well,
gonna
like,
steal it all.
if I, because like, so I mean, I could kind of say, I'd rather not say, I guess. But it gives me a lot of Ex Machinima vibes, which is pretty fucking dope. So if you watch it and you be like, oh, that's kind of it. I can't really, I don't know how else to talk about it, because like
Is it
anything I
since you
talk
said-
about it's gonna spoil it.
Okay,
Like,
this is my best way of like to understand a movie, right? So is it more like the Insidious stuff, or is it more like Haunting on Hill House? Just so I get a gist.
it's different. It's different.
Okay.
Like I mean, it's kind of like Haunting on Hill House, but like better. It's like
Okay,
significantly better.
I can watch Haunting on Hill House, so I can watch.
Okay, yeah,
Sure,
So,
sure.
Like it's not one of those like you know, like it's actually like how they molded the story. It's pretty unique. So
Yeah, I
Right.
think the concept you already put it out of like clipping movies together or like just video. I'm like that's already intriguing enough to watch something, and especially putting it in a horror aspect.
yeah, the whole horror thing. It's very it's like an organic horror. I don't know if that makes sense.
I mean, it's James Wan, so I would hope that like. Wait, so did he like he's like the showrunner for the show, or did he just produce?
He produced
kind
it.
of thing?
He produced it. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't looked into the director and stuff, but like overall, like first episodes were like, oh, and it's kind of funny because like we were watching the first episode and then it ended, right, and then we moved on to the next episode, and then like the intro was kind of weird, and then like what is this? Like, oh man, it's one of those like Black Mirror things where like each episode's different, and we were like kind of getting mad because like we were so invested after the first episode. But then like
Okay.
it went back. It like went back. So I'm like, okay, so and then the thing is like the intro tied in later on into the show. So we're like, okay, so this is a continuation and kind of like has a lot of like motifs.
Okay,
okay.
all right. I guess
Okay,
I know
okay.
now that I guess I know that it's
It's
not
a
gonna be
Black Mirror.
a different episode or anything like that. Just,
Well, do you really? Okay, like
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kind of bagging on some people who are like, like you say the littlest things, then they're like, dude, you just fucking spoiled the show for me.
okay, then don't watch it then.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
If you don't want to watch a show because I like spoiled one thing without realizing what the show is all about, then like that's your loss, man. Like, sorry.
No, honestly, it does sound intriguing. I remember this actually was on my radar for a while. I just didn't really know the title or anything like that. This was something that I've seen. Like I've heard news about James Wan doing something on Netflix. Like, I don't know if he's a showrunner or anything like that. I think he was just like the executive producer or something. So. Yeah, I didn't really realize that something. See, there's too much fucking shows nowadays. Like I don't realize when something's came out. Like I need to hop on this after this fucking show that we do. I'll fucking hop on after this episode. I'll check it out.
Watch the first episode. Like I said, like we were hooked on the first episode because like we're like, wait, like what's gonna happen? Like, well, like that's it.
Is it hard on horror or is it like
No,
is
it's,
it
it's
more
not hard
like-
on horror. So it's like you know how like Get Out and stuff like that kind of pacing. It's kind of like
Okay.
that. So the pacing for the horror pacing is like that. What else to say?
Okay.
I can so like I was,
did this come
I
out
can
this
like
year?
yeah. It came out on the 14th.
Okay.
Yeah, so like
Fairly
watch it a
new.
day after. So it's really new.
I do give credit to Netflix because like sometimes they put out some fire shows like Netflix originals.
No, yeah, definitely. They always
Yeah,
put
so
out
like
a lot of good shows.
like their credentials are good, so I'll trust you on this and Netflix that like it's gonna be fire.
I mean, this is kind of ballsy for me to say, but this show's been like one of the better shows I've seen in like a while. Like in terms of like storytelling, and the fact that it's also horror, because
Wait
like
until
horror is
you
just hard
meet
to do.
Peacemaker? No, I'm just kidding. Not as a competition, but
Yeah.
No, I could see that. I mean, like, have you ever watched Hill House? Do you remember if you like
Yeah,
Haunting of Hill? Did
I
you
like the first
Haunting
one. I
of
didn't
Hill
like the
yeah, the
second
first
one.
one was better.
The first
No,
one
yeah,
was
no,
better. I just did like the second one.
Yeah, no, the second one was whatever. I mean,
But like
it was
Hill
still
House,
good.
like the story like wasn't as appealing to me. Cool, like it's like the house is haunted, whatever. Like that didn't really appeal to me as much, and like the direction where it went like wasn't as appealing. It was a good show, just wasn't like tickling my mind, like in terms of
Tickling
horror.
your mind.
Yeah, this like literally this one's kind of like I started watching it and I was just like thinking and like oh my god, like and like just watch it. So
Yeah, no, I'll definitely check it out. I'll check it out. Good stuff.
but yeah,
That sounds
so
like a good
I got
show.
2 more episodes for that, and then I'll probably check out
Watch
Peacemaker.
Euphoria. You said you're gonna.
Oh
watch
yeah,
Euphoria?
I also wanted to start on Euphoria. So, We'll see how that goes because like there's been a lot of hype about it lately. So
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
that's
I might
what
as
I heard
well.
too.
Well, it's like third season, right? It's on its third season.
I think it's going to be on
Yeah.
No, I think it's only on its
second.
Second? Is it second? Is it second? I feel like a third.
Let me
Look
double
it up.
check this.
I don't want to say third.
Euphoria.
Like, because like the new season just got released.
The new season is season 2.
Oh, it's two.
Oh,
Okay, so okay.
they're-
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
3 for some reason.
It's only season 2. Gino chimes in. What'd you guys think of Midnight Mass? See, this is one of the shows. This one was also on my watch later. I never got to it though. I'm still meaning to get to it because it's the guy that did The Haunting of Hill House. It's the same showrunner and everything, and it looks really interesting. And like Gino, if you could tell me, like if you just comment like a quick word on how it was, because I really am interested in that one. Have any of you guys seen that Midnight Mass?
No.
No.
I feel like Gino's gonna comment fire emoji, smiley face.
But yeah, that one I've been meaning to watch as well. See, I'm telling you, there's too much shows nowadays. I feel
think-
like I
yeah.
can't keep up.
I think for me, it's just I've always been like, oh, I need to watch it with someone. For most days of the time, like 2021
Actually,
was
yeah.
mostly with my family, like like me and my girlfriend, my brother. We watched like all the Marvel ones. We watched The Flight Attendant, all those other things that we mentioned on our like 2 episodes ago. So it's just I like this one you're talking about feels like I need to watch this by myself because it
Actually,
wouldn't
no,
be my
I feel like-
girlfriend's taste in my sense. Yeah, so it's just like finding which one would work. So I would check it out by myself. Like I'll just watch it like in my room or something.
Yeah, I'll probably be checking this out myself as well. I don't know
Yeah,
if
see.
my girlfriend's gonna be into this. I hope so. I mean, hint, hint. If she's watching, I don't know. Can we
But,
watch
like,
this show,
it's-
please?
It's not scary. It's horror. You know what I mean?
No, but it's like asking someone to watch Star Wars that
Oh, no, yeah.
has no interest in it. So
Yeah, like Leo.
why are you forcing them to watch it? So I don't want to force anyone to watch it if it piques my interest.
Yeah, I got
So yeah, do you guys have like a tracker of like what comes out and stuff? One of my like coworkers, because he always like hits me up like, yo, new episode is out. I was like, bro, how come you're like always like how do you know when it comes out and stuff? So he has like a app, like a TV tracker, like a TV series tracker. Do you guys use that?
No.
No, I don't.
Oh, because
actually.
I don't know, when Jan said like, oh, it's on my watch later, I was like, is that a mental note or is that like literally on your?
I think that was a mental note for him.
No, it's on my Netflix. Dude, I could show you my Netflix queue right now, and I'll show you how
you have a
many shows
queue?
are on there. Yeah. So Gino chimes in. He said he only watched some of it, but the story is good, acting is good, and it's pretty scary. So yeah, I've been hoping. I'll get to it.
January is the new October now.
Apparently,
Yeah.
I
know,
it seems like-
because Scream came out.
Scream just came out. Yeah,
I haven't watched it.
I
Heard it's good,
wanna
though.
Watch it. I want to
I heard
watch
it's good.
it. Yeah, you know what I didn't know about Scream? It's directed by the 2 guys that did Ready or Not, and I was like, what?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean
Oh.
that's intriguing as hell to me. Like, I mean, I didn't know about that fact. I just knew it was a fucking Scream movie, and I was already excited by the fact that it's a Scream movie. But the fact that it's directed by the guys that did Ready or Not, which I fucking loved. So I was like, okay, sure, I'm interested. Let's get it. I just blocked the guy. I don't know what the hell he was talking about. I don't know if you guys can see that. He was spouting some
is it a
dumb
spammer?
stuff. Yeah, it's a spammer, dude. I kind of just spammed him. I don't know if you could see the
Oh, wow.
feed.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
it's a very interesting spammer.
I don't want to hear it. Anyways. Yeah. Aaron, you're talking about like how do you know if it's when it comes out or anything? Are you talking about like when I know or how do I know the show is gonna come out kind of thing? Or like
No, it's just like when you said watch later, I was like, damn, he probably has an app for his watch
no.
later or something.
no, I mean it was already out. I saw it on Netflix, my recommended. I was like, oh, look at this. I was like, holy shit, it's directed by Mike Flanagan or like it's made by Mike Flanagan. I'll fucking add it to my watch list kind of thing. Like
Okay, so-
I didn't know it came out or anything like that. So
Dang, so you really look at your recommended list. I
Yeah,
get props.
I mean,
yeah, so most for me at least, it's mostly like movies that I've already watched. Like, so I haven't had like in my experienced a TV show that kind of relates to me yet. Recommended. It's mostly
Yeah. I mean, some shows like I don't know, like some shows obviously we catch up like, oh yeah, I knew like for example Cobra Kai, like oh yeah, I know that's coming out this Friday, so I'm definitely on the lookout for that. But like some shows, we
like
just see,
the new stuff.
yeah, I just see it
solid.
on my recommended. Like I've been meaning to watch Dark. I think I watched like 10 minutes of the first episode and then I stopped for some reason, so I never got around to it yet. What else is there? There's a lot of Netflix stuff that's really good.
I mean, they did just raise their prices, so I was like, okay, like raise it another $1. Like the thing I just watched that was an original, it was fucking good. I was like, okay,
Well,
staying.
well,
I'm staying.
I'm glad I'm not paying for that. So, all right, leeching off people, leech off your family. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways,
But
all right,
yeah.
Gino, did anyone watch the tragedy of Macbeth? Denzel killed it. No. Did that come out already?
I think is that one on Apple TV? I remember seeing it, but I'm not sure which streaming service is it.
Let me see. Oh wow, it's directed by the Coen. Oh no, just one of the Coen brothers. Yeah, it's on Apple TV. How do I not know about these things coming out?
because you're not
You
Gino.
gotta get on your Apple TV, man. You get a free subscription when you bought that Apple TV. You should totally check it out. Don't make it go to waste. Honestly.
I'm on the lookout. Servant season 3 is coming out, so I'm definitely on the lookout.
Oh, Servant.
Yeah. Have you checked it out yet, Cal? By any chance?
I'm trying to think if it's the thing that I remember watching. Is that the one with the kid?
Okay.
No, it might be a different show.
No, it might be.
yeah.
It's a different show. This is the M. Night Shyamalan joint. It's like he
Let me
produced
check
it.
it.
He's kind of like the showrunner
feel
on
like-
Apple TV. The one we
Oh,
mentioned, Gino's the
Kyle
one that got us on it.
doesn't
Oh, the one with
have Apple. Kyle does
I
not
can,
own
I can
any
access
Apple.
it. I can access
Yeah,
it.
I know you can.
How, Kyle? Tell us your ways, Kyle. Like, can you just tell us your secrets? Some people want to access it as well. I mean,
No, like
yeah,
it's weird because
I
like
respect
I have this subscription that my friend invited me to like a long time ago. But like now, like I was like, how do I get other people to like use this thing because it's like really good.
I remember you mentioning this to me.
And
was like,
I
what the
recommended it to you guys, and I was like, all right, like no one bothered using it, but like here I
was
am, I'm
like-
still paying for it. It's
was
like
like, what the
it's cheap, quality's good, it's pretty timely too. Like usually sometimes like when a movie comes out, like it's already on it and it's in like 1080.
But is it legal, Kyle? Is it
I
legal?
don't know.
I mean, we're just
paying
not
for
gonna
it.
bring it up anymore. Where he's paying for it, it might not be legal, but he's paying for it. We don't know. I'm just messing with you.
You should make a Plex server so then that way like all of us can just access the thing.
Oh God. Okay. No.
That'd be
we're not
kind of
even
cool. No,
No. I mean,
one dude just constantly uploading stuff on the Plex server, just be like, hey, I see Peacemaker is on here. I can watch Servant. Eternals just popped up.
wait. Can you show us that?
No,
that-
no, it's okay.
Not here, but show it to us later. I just want to
Yeah.
see what the hell you're talking about because I remember him mentioning this, and I was like, that sounds too good to be true. Like everything
No, it's
under
honestly
one-
too. It's honestly too good to be true. To be honest,
Yeah, we'll check it out later. We're not gonna advertise
yeah.
that because we don't know how it is.
I don't know. It's, I mean,
but
I've been using it for like about 2 years already. Weirdly enough, like, yeah, it's been like 2 years. So,
Okay, and you're not worried about do you know like just the viewers?
I mean, normally they normally like you know when they close the site down kind of thing.
yeah. Well, the reason that Kyle is so open about using these kinds of services, if he's not worried about his internet privacy whatsoever, and if you are worried about your internet privacy, we are.
I was like, I know where you're going with this, you dummy. I was like, that was too smooth.
We have to thank our sponsors. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Oh man.
One of these days.
One of these
I feel
days.
like we just need to shoot them an email.
True. I
That's all
feel
it
like
takes.
once we have episodes where we're not going one a whole hour before people start chiming in, then we know we've made it. Then we know that we're like, okay,
People
I
want to
think we
listen
can
to
get
us, kind of thing.
like people sponsor us, please. Like we just need money. We just want like at least 10. Can I just get 10 cents? Remember when we did like Facebook AdSense or whatever the fuck?
Yeah,
Dude, I think
it got
that
some
was-
clicks.
there's like 76 cents or something like that still in that account from clicks.
Yeah.
And I've
I mean,
never-
it's. I mean, it is like you're paying for it's advertisement. Like that's the purpose.
I know. But the thing is, we can't pull anything out because it's supposed to be like a minimum of $100 before you could pull anything out. I'm like, what am I going to pull out? Like 76 cents? Like, it's still there. It's still there, definitely. I mean, I can't pull it out or anything like that. But hey, if you want to subscribe, or if you want to sponsor us, people, I mean, whoever's listening, like, you never know. Shout out. I'll definitely try to squeeze in a sponsorship segment just like that. I'll try my best. Anyways. Yeah. Is it,
What else? What
do
else?
you guys want to bring? I don't know. Like I said, this is a smorgasbord. We're just kind of like talking. We don't really know what we're going to talk about. What else came out this week? 'Cause I
Not
know
that
Scream
know of.
5. Scream 5 came out to pretty good reviews.
Let me go
Let me
check
see
the
here.
Reddit.
Yeah, of course you check the Reddit. I was gonna check.
Does that mean Courtney Cox is in it again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Scream?
yeah, they're
Oh,
they're
okay.
all
They're all back.
For the
That's
most part.
cool.
And Nev Campbell's back. Yeah. Here, let me see.
What's your take on like people riding on nostalgia train or like just bringing back everyone back?
It depends how it's done, I guess. If it's just to bring them back, it's kind of like okay. But if there's a reason for them, because like for example, like I guess Force Awakens, they kind of did it in a way that was pretty cool, I guess. Where they brought back like Han and the original characters, but they're also like moving forward with the story with the other characters, and apart from the fact of where that whole story went, the introduction of them was at least really cool. The fact that they focused on the newer characters, but they're just the original characters are just there to kind of elevate them in a way, while still honoring their legacy. That's the way to do it, where it's actually pretty cool. But if they're just there to be there because you're like, hey, look, I don't know. It's kind of like it's whatever. Like, why? What do you think about it?
No, I'm only saying that because you talked about Scream and I brought up Courtney Cox, and so I was like, I wonder if she'll play, like, aren't you like tired of playing this role or something? Like same with the Halloween too. Like even her coming back, like, does it enhance or does it, like
I don't know.
degrade the movie? So like I
guess it
just want to know
depends.
like your take on it.
Because like for example, The Matrix. I mean,
Yeah, I guess like that's a good current one.
I guess. Well, there's always a way to do it where it doesn't feel hokey. It doesn't feel forced.
yeah. I think like if that's the only like exception is if like because like when it comes down to it, it's like how it's directed, how it's produced, and like if they can utilize that like that nostalgia and then plug it into something where like, hey, like remember this? Like we have something new without like rehashing everything, then I can see it working.
Okay.
Because I think my mind already set like the hokiness is already there before the movie even comes out. Honestly,
Oh no, I trailers
like I'm
and
like,
whatnot.
I'm not gonna like you're watching it only for the return of the character. So again, going back to
I mean-
Matrix, I'm like I went back for Neo, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna see Neo. So
It
yeah.
depends. It really depends. I mean, there's a way to do it where it doesn't feel forced and, just kind of like a cash grab kind of thing. I mean, bringing back people in general is a cash grab. I mean, no doubt about it. But if it's if it's in a way that's actually pretty interesting, then I wouldn't really mind. Because, like, for example, for Scream, I mean, it's still technically their movie. It's not like they went anywhere or, you know. I mean, there's new characters, so I'm pretty sure they have a way of moving it forward. It's kind of like the same with Cobra Kai. You know, it's like they have the original characters, but they're moving the story forward either way with the newer people, so that even when the old characters are gone, it's kind of like, you know, we still have a story here to tell. So it kind of really all just depends, to be honest with you. So with that in mind, did we find anything, Kyle? It looked like you were researching something. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking and reading articles and titles.
Okay.
So
Well, should we just play another round of that game that we played? Because I feel like...
Oh yeah, speaking of which, so if you guys are on Amazon Prime or like whatnot, the Amazon streaming service, The Lighthouse is actually on Amazon. So if you guys want to watch The Lighthouse,
okay, so like
it's
I was,
actually there.
I was on Reddit and there was this post. It's like, hey, what's your favorite A24 film? And then everyone's like, Lighthouse, Lighthouse, Lighthouse.
Oh, God.
So I'm like,
So
oh,
funny
okay,
how
now I
that's
gotta
like-
watch.
Yeah, now it's like in our radar. The it's like the planets are aligned, and now we
Yeah.
gotta watch The Lighthouse.
So
Yeah, wait,
we'll squeeze that in
my-
this week.
I'm going to look for an A24 film. That's a pretty interesting, because I think... I feel like Hereditary is A24.
Yeah,
Was it
Hereditary's
not?
up there.
Yeah.
I think that's A24, like Midsommar, like that.
If it
whole
is, then-
genre.
Did you
If
guys
it
watch
is, then
Green
I'll
Knight?
pick that.
No, I didn't even.
Ex Machina was A24.
Which one?
Ex
Oh, yeah.
Machinima.
Okay.
I still need to watch
Which-
your movie, The Last Duel. So if you guys haven't watched The
Oh.
Last Duel, that's on HBO Max.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Florida
The one with the-
Project.
Ridley Scott, right? Ridley Scott directed that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it long? Depends if it's long. I'm kind
do you
of
mean?
like on the same. I'm on the same boat as Aaron right now. It's kind of like, it's too long. I don't know if I want to watch
It's-
that right now.
It's. I mean, it's. I don't know. It is kind of long. I mean, it. There's definitely some boring parts, but like overall, like I think it's still pretty solid. Like I think
Is
you
it
should
like
just.
is it over 2 hours and 20 minutes? Just give
Dude,
me.
this is why you guys need to get off like TikTok and all these like short attention span things, because like
I don't even have TikTok. I mean, it's the fact I just don't know. I can't, for some reason it's weird. I can't justify sitting down and watch a 3-hour movie right now. Like let's say right now I'm like, I don't want to watch a 3-hour movie. It's too long. But I'll end up watching a whole season of a show.
Period.
Yeah, and it's fucking weird. It's so weird to me. I don't know why my mindset is like that, but if it's like a movie that's like super long, even though it ends up being shorter anyways, I can't do it for some reason. Like it's weird. It's a weird
I'm just
thing.
scared of watching The Last Duel, and it's kind of like that Andrew Garfield flick, the one where he's a
It's a-
priest.
silence.
Yeah, if
No
it's like
silence.
that, then I'm like, boring.
Dude, remember when did we watch that? We watched that together, right?
Okay, I thought was Kyle with us, or was it just us two?
It might have been just us two. I don't think Kyle was
Dude,
here anymore.
That was like so.
do you guys know the
bad.
premise of it or no?
Yeah,
you guys, like,
I
want to know about
It's-
it?
It's basically like
Yeah,
this
I
girl
do.
is lying, and the husband doesn't believe him. He blames like the other night. So we're like, okay, we're gonna duel to see who tells the truth or something. In a
Okay.
sense,
But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if do you guys want it. I mean, it's not so much spoiled. It's just how the story is told.
yeah, that's called spoiling. I just-
No, because you guys are like kind of iffy on like watching. It's like I was like
No,
I don't know. I was kind of like,
I'm just saying that's the vibe I'm gonna get. Just of it's going to be a very dialogue heavy film.
yeah. So I was planning to watching it I wanted to watch it in the movies when it first came out, but I just didn't have time. And then like I watched it and I was
Yeah.
like, nice.
I feel like I just need to be in the mood for it. Like once I'm in the
Yeah.
mood for it, then I'll lock in and watch it. You know, unless I'm forced to watch it. Like I was forced to watch Don't Look Up, because we were at a cousin's house and we were just chilling. Like, hey, you want to watch Don't Look Up? Like, okay, shoot. I'm never gonna watch it, so I might as well watch it now. Like, so, and it was actually okay. It wasn't too bad. Like, it wasn't too bad. I actually kind of liked it. Like, did you guys see that actually? Don't Look Up.
Yeah. We
I
talked
watched
about it.
Don't Look Up.
Did we talk about it?
I
Okay.
hated the ending.
I mean, the ending was
ending
dumb.
the
but,
ending
like,
pissed me off.
but
Ending
dude, Rio's
legitimately pissed me off. I mean, the act like literally like all the actors are like A1, but
every time,
like
all the time,
every time,
Yeah.
it's so good. It's
It's
fun
so
watching
good.
it.
Aaron, did you see? Have you seen it at all, or no?
No, I've
Like,
seen
you
it.
haven't seen.
No, I've
Okay.
seen it.
Did you?
I
like
prefer.
Leo's?
I prefer. Oh yeah. They're all good, but I prefer like his other stuff, the director's other stuff, like the other real ones, like the Big
I like
Short and
the
stuff.
Big Short. Yeah,
I
definitely.
I get where, like, I think I said it too. Like, I get where he was going with it, but it went too crazy at the end, which I didn't like. I was like,
It went
fuck.
way over the board at the end.
But you kind of
Yeah.
sensed it like throughout the movie
Mm-hmm.
when you got that
Definitely.
one character, the one that's trying to be like the Apple guy, like him.
Yeah, the guy.
Like
Isn't
you-
that the guy from Ready Player
Ready
One?
Player One, yeah, the
Ready Player
the
One?
owner,
The fuck?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
How I Met Your Father comes out in like 3 days.
what?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Mhm.
How come I haven't
19th?
seen a trailer? There's no trailer for it.
Oh, 18th. Yeah, 18th. 2 days.
What?
Hulu.
Is there a trailer? There's a trailer for this?
Yeah, there's a trailer. Came out last month.
How have I not seen this? I'm gonna check out the freaking. I'm gonna watch that later.
Didn't we talk about this in one episode? Because like you thought they were trolling, and then
We
we looked
did.
it up, and then we were like, "Oh, hey, I think it was Jan." It was like
Jan
mentioned it, and then we were like, "Nah, that's not true." And then we looked it up. It's like, oh, it comes out like next year, and then like it's literally coming out in like 2 days. So
It's not getting good reviews, but I guess I'll still check it out. It's right now at a 36% on Rotten Tomatoes, so not too horrible, I guess.
What's horrible for you then?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. That's pretty bad.
okay, but like okay,
Gino-
how
Gino chimes in. Felt like I was going crazy
see?
watching
He's like-
The Lighthouse.
we just have to watch it now. Like
Yeah, I feel like we have to watch it. God damn it. We have to watch this. It's
I mean,
one of
I
those-
I can watch William Dafoe just yell. I'll be fine.
Yeah, man. And it's Batman now. It is,
Oh yeah, and like pre-Batman.
pre-Batman.
It's kind of weird because like he went from like Twilight, and then as soon as he picked up Batman, everything he did in between was like, oh, that was pre-Batman stuff. Like he's building his character to become Batman, kind of thing. Or like I was
He
like,
did- I don't know what you were talking about. He did pretty good roles in
oh no, he
Harry Potter and the Christopher Nolan joint.
Yeah, no. But
Yeah.
every time like we talk about him, it's like, no, he's good.
No, I mean, dude, he was super under the radar for a while, and then he did
Yeah,
a bunch of big stuff. He did Tenet. Didn't he just do Tenet?
Yeah,
he did.
Tenet.
yeah, you kind of was good too.
He started slowly popping back up, and then he's Batman. I was like, holy fuck, dude. Like, what the hell happened? That's crazy. Like, out of the Twilight people, he's the one that's like doing the most, I feel like. Well, no, Kristen Stewart just did that whole princess.
I'm not watching any. I can't watch Kristen Stewart. Sorry,
Well, why?
I just can't.
Why not? What do you
It's
have
the role
against Kristen
the role she plays. It's not like grabbing. Like for us, no. Like for us, it's like oh, like Robert Pattinson. But like every time like we talk about Robert Pattinson, it's like improving. Whereas every time I hear about Kristen Stewart, it's like oh, okay.
No, but
I don't know.
she literally just played Princess Diana, I think, in a
that
movie,
was
didn't
pretty
she?
cool.
Yeah. There's a movie just recently that she just came out with. I don't remember the title, but she looked pretty good in it. I mean, the one that's not doing anything is Wolf Boy.
Lautner.
Yeah,
Taylor.
Lautner. That's the one that's not really like acting
Yeah,
right now.
man. He went the Adam Sandler route. That's why.
Oh god.
I think as soon as he met Adam Sandler, that's his niche, like just
His
staying in
niche.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't really hit it off, but yeah, I don't know what else to bring up, guys. This was a little unorganized today, but we do apologize. But we're just here chilling, man. We don't know what to say. I mean, we could talk about Peacemaker again if you'd like. I don't know if we convinced Kyle enough yet to watch it. Just kidding.
Watch Archive 81 tonight. I'll watch Peacemaker tonight.
Okay,
I'm gonna
bet.
watch
Yeah, I'll do that.
Lighthouse tonight.
Okay. So we'll have different agendas today. We'll definitely. We have a couple games lined up that we are gonna play. We just don't know how we're gonna go about it. We're still working it out.
We might need to get a couple guests to spice some
more
things
than
up.
a couple. Yeah, we need a few more people to spice these games up. Anyways, but I feel like we're gonna close off the show here, guys. Thank you so much for being patient and watching with us, just chilling, hanging out. It's one of our shorter episodes again. We're back to our normal runtime. Look at that. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm okay with that as well. But next time, I swear to God, we will have a topic again.
Waiting for
Yeah,
those Oscar
follow us on
movies.
Instagram at Spit Talk Podcast for any updates. Once again, we are Aaron, Jan, and Kyle. We'll see you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh yeah, wait. Let me do this before we get crap from Jan. Thank you.